Hello, good morning. So I'm going to discuss now how do you extract and use the information that I sent you for your from the Excel file that I've sent you for your different numerical resources, no? We call them Cronbach's Cronbach's alpha, the mean per groups, and we also have the significant differences, no? Sige, discuss natin isa-isa para you will be able to know anong part siya kukunin sa Excel file. The first file or some of the first files that I've sent you is about on the Cronbach's alpha, which is to determine whether your uh, instrument, no, is valid, I mean is reliable. So in the file you might see so many numbers, but what you will have to know is yung naka-shade, not na naka-shade naka-yellow kasi hindi naman yung iba naka-shade na yellow, but in this demonstration naka-shade siya na yellow. So yun yung Cronbach's alpha natin, 0.749. So according to experts, 0.7 and above are good, reliable instrument, no? So yun, no? So pag nakita niyo yung yellow, yun na yung Cronbach's alpha. Let's proceed naman as to how do you get the mean per groups, no? Technically, may mean naman talaga yan na pwede nating i-compute doon sa raw data natin. Halimbawa, let's take a look into the four categories that we have, no? So meron tayong knowledge, meron tayong access, meron tayong alternative, and meron tayong engagement. I'm not sure kung kaninong research ito, no? But if you would notice under knowledge, there are two groups under gender. So we're only talking about the demographic trait under gender. Okay? So under gender, meron tayong male and female. So bawat group na yan under gender, meron siyang mean, no? Yung mean niya is 3.52 for male and for female 2.6 under knowledge. And there are other means, no? Under access, under alternative, and under engagements. Okay? So note, place another column for the remarks, no? For example, yung strongly agree. So after nung mean, kasi kailangan nyo i-describe ano ibig sabihin ng 3.5 for example sa knowledge, ano ibig sabihin ng 2.6, no? Depende sa ginamit yung scale ha. This is just an example, yung strongly agree. It may be about frequency scale, no? And other scale. Okay? So, hindi nyo na kailangan ilagay yung number, no? Yung 1935 respondents doon sa results na meron naman kayong example ng results na binigay ko, no? So, ang kailangan nyo lang dyan, yung name ng categories, knowledge, access, for example, and then gender, or the name of the group, and it could also be grade level, then the groups. Halimbawa, yung grade level ng groups is G7, G8, G9, G10, no? Yun, no? It could be economic status, which means below 11,000 and above 11,000 monthly income. So I hope it's okay and it's clear now. Okay, let's go naman sa significant difference. Sa significant difference, makikita niyo yung highlighted portion din dito, no? So, under knowledge, this is only for gender, no? We would like to know if female and male have different or similar or no differences in terms of responding to the survey, okay? So, let's take a look into knowledge, no? So, kinompare niya yung response ng female and male. So, dito, only engagement kasi meron siyang ang notation natin dito is that those with 0.05 or below 0.05 sig means merong significant difference. Ano ibig sabihin ng significant difference? Kasi baka malito kayo, no? Ang ibig sabihin ng significant difference is that yung male and female, in this instance ha, yung engagement category, kasi 0.018 siya, always look into under the sig, yung 0.018 is below 0.05, which means yung female and male significant differently yung kanilang responses. So magkaiba yung kanilang response. Ganun ang ibig sabihin nun. Kaya tinawag siya na significant different. Significantly different. Kaya siya significantly different kasi pwede namang lahat naman yan magkakaiba talaga. Kaya lang yung iba hindi na significantly different. Kumbaga, ang pagkakaiba niya ay hindi ganun kalayo, no? So, in this case, pag sinabi mong significantly different, medyo significant yung pagkakaiba niya, no? Okay? So, in this case, yung male and female significant, no? So, sa interpretation, i-interpret nyo lang kung ano yung nakikita nyo. So, usually, in IMRAD format na research, sinasabi na, ini-interpret na lang natin yung significantly difference. For example, in the category of engagement, the male and female has significant difference in terms of their responses, which means that, I'm not sure, no, you can base it sa result ng mean natin, which means that female has more, agrees more on that they have a good engagement versus the male with against the male, no? Or pwede ring, although the female and male respondents have high agreements to the engagement, but female has more higher pwedeng higher agreement in terms of engagement, no? Blah, blah, blah. Then the rest, kung pareha namang hindi significant difference, then pwede nyo namang i-shorten na categories on knowledge, access, and alternative did not have significantly different responses from both female and male. Okay? So, sa pag-interpret naman, yun yung nasa significant difference, no? Sa pag-interpret naman ng ating mean, you only have to describe, di ba, isusulat nyo yung column after ng mean, yung description, kung ano siya, no? Whether strongly agree ba siya. This is kung strongly agree yung gamit nating scale, ha. Kung strongly agree ba siya or not, no? Or ibang kung disagree ba siya. Ganun lang yung ating interpretation. Kung ano lang nakikita. Hindi pa tayo magsusulat ng implications dito, no? Okay, I hope that is clear. Ano pa ba? Ang example naman, I gave you a full-blown copy of the IMRAD, no? Again, IMRAD means Introduction, Methodology, Results, and Discussion. Acronym siya ng ganong mga words. Okay, so I'll proceed now to the interpretation proper, no? And discussion proper. Although I discussed this already to you, but there are some of you may questions pa rin on how to do it. Sige. Okay. So the title of this research is about difficulties of parents with low educational attainment in assisting their children in modular distance learning during pandemic. Let's go to the results part na. Okay, results part. Question number 1 is usually on profile, 'di ba? So this is how it looks like, no? Yung ating frequency. So halimbawa sa age, ilan ba doon yung number of respondents niya in this case is total to 80, no? So sa age, ilan ba doon ang 20 to 36 years old? Merong 35 respondents and 37 to 50, 55 respondents. So may percentile siya, no? So interpret niyo lang din. So question number 1, the table under it is usually table 1.0. So let's go to the second question. What are the difficulties of parents with low educational attainment in assisting their children in modular distance learning? Okay, ang gamit nila dito is overall mean, no? Yung dinescribe ko kanina doon sa Excel file, hindi po yun overall mean, no? Kasi yung mean na yun is already disaggregated or broken down into groups. Halimbawa, dito sa kanila, sa intellectual, meron din silang intellectual category, kasi intellectual eh. Meron siyang groups under that, no? Halimbawa, ang gamit nila is age. Yan. Or number of children. So, merong responses under intellectual na age, no? 20 to 36, then 37 to 50. Yan. Overall mean yan. And do not forget, guys, yung range, no? Lagi niyong lagyan ng range yan sa baba ng table para at least alam nung mambabasa, ano ba 'to sinasabi nilang high or moderate, no? Under saan range siya nagfo-fall. O yan. So ganitong itsura ng table. If you would know, you have intellect, then overall mean 3.06, then high, no? Interpretation or remark. Interpretation or remark yan siya. You can use other words naman. So, sa pag-interpret nila, based lang doon sa nakikita nating data. Yan. Ito. 2.01, after the overall mean, meron na silang mean under sa groups. Yan. Interpretation or remark, high, moderate. Then, may range. No? Sa baba yung range, no? Sa baba ng table. Paano kukunin yung overall mean? You go back to your raw data, then kunin nyo yung mean. Overall mean. I-total nyo lang yung per category, di ba? Yung category. Meron naman kayong categorize, no? So, sa categorize, i-total nyo pababa. From top to bottom, makikita nyo na yung average sa baba. I-highlight nyo lang or i-sum nyo. Makikita nyo yan sa baba ng Excel file. Yan, naka-group. So, sa pag-interpret natin, nakasulat talaga yung mean, no? When group according to age, respondents with the ages 20 to 36, gaya itong example niya, has a mean of 3.19. So, sinasabi talaga natin yung mean, no? 3.19. This is a interpretation, okay? Yan. Hindi ko na-explain yung iba. Let's go naman yung sa significant difference. So, ito. Question is there a significant difference in the difficulties of parents with low educational attainment in assisting their children in modular distance learning when group based on the profile of the respondent? So, ito na yung demographic profile response. May note na significant at 0.05. 0.05 or below significant siya. So, ito in this case nila, yung sa monthly income lang, tapos yung economic category, no? So, ibig sabihin, based sa monthly income, tapos economic, yung kanilang demographic profile is monthly family income, then under economic category. O balikan natin yung yung economic income. O yan, monthly income is 10,000, less than 10,000, and more than 1,000. So ito yung dalawang groups, no? Merong 64 and 26 respondents. So balik tayo sa significant difference. Okay, so isa lang yung kanilang significant difference under monthly family income na demographic profile and economic category. Responses that significantly different were in the economic difficulties when the respondents were grouped according to monthly income. So yun lang. The rest you can say naman na there are no significant differences on the other categories and other groups, no? Okay. Sa discussion, may nagtanong sa akin, Sir, ano bang difference ng discussion at saka interpretation? Sa discussion, you can get away with the first question, ha? With regard, pwede nyo na siyang hindi i-include with regards to the profile. Kasi wala naman talagang i-discuss dyan. No? Unless it's a significant aspect na to discuss it with. No? Especially if your research is based talaga dun sa demographic profile. But let's go to the discussion in question number 2. No? So, kung i-exclude nyo yung demographic profile na discussion, which is usually found in as question number 1, no? What is the demographic profile in terms of blah, blah, blah. So, ako hindi ko na ini-include yan kasi sa discussion, hindi na yan siya masyadong mahalaga, no? And if you don't include that, hindi nyo na ina-number yung question. Diretso na kayo sa question na naka-italicize, no? Oh, ito, for example, what are the difficulties of parents with low educational attainment in assisting their children in modular distance learning? Okay. So, ang difference ng discussion and interpretation is that hindi na kayo magsusulat ng mga figures like mean or significant difference. Ha? Hindi nyo na isusulat yung mga numbers sa discussion. You will write the text of the interpretation maybe in another way, no? Ibang words or ibang phrases ang pagagamitan, pero the same ang meaning, then you put already the implication. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng implication? Kung ano yung you go beyond what is the interpretation, no? So usually, anong implication pag ganito ang results, no? Halimbawa, results suggest that intellectual, simulated teaching roles and gender roles are highly prevalent difficulties, no? Experience among parents. So, yan, hindi na siya nagsusulat ng numbers pa ng mean or significant difference, no? So, sa discussion, meron na kayong findings, i-compare nyo na ngayon doon sa literature na ginamit ninyo. Like in this case, no, Gumapak et al. 2021, if your findings corroborates with the author or go against it, no? Yan. So, i-quote nyo siya. Then, explain the findings and why it is in contrast or in contradictory to the author or it is similar to the findings of the author. Okay? So, ganun siya kadali, ang structure niya. Huwag na kayo ibang iisipin. Yan. Okay. Sa significant difference, ganun din. Explain nyo yung result, yung findings, then do not include already the figures ng mean, ng significant difference. Explain na agad, then put the authors that you are in favor, that your findings is aligned with or not aligned with, no? You can see this example naman. Yan, what programs can be developed? Yan, I think many of your statement of the problems has these questions, no? Yan. Kayo magde-deduce, no? Pag sinabi natin can be developed, hindi po pwede yan na opinion lang, no? Meaning, meron talaga kayong gagawin, actions, no? Or are you going to produce materials? Are you developing a manual? Are you going to make a training program? Are you going to innovate a tool, no? Ganon yung develop, hindi lang yung bula-bula, no? Conclusion. Okay, I'll just make it very clear with conclusion. A conclusion is just one paragraph or two short paragraphs, no? Hindi po siya madamihan. Ano yung meron sa conclusion? You will be telling the findings and what it will contribute to the society, to the public, or to the stakeholders, or to those who are involved in the research, no? Like yung sa respondents, ano yung value niya? Okay? Ganon ang conclusion. Okay, parang meron kayong findings. So, ano ngayon? Ano may ko-contribute nito sa characters or sa stakeholders na included doon sa research natin? Kumbaga, yung social value niya, no? Yan. Okay. With regards to recommendations or suggestions, sa IMRAD, it can be called a recommendation or suggestion. Naka-number siya, no? Yan. I think in this case, meron siyang 1, 2, 3, 4 suggestions. So, lagyan natin ang suggestion ko para malinaw, italicize na title. And just like what I've said, it should be something na tangible, no? Yung suggestions natin, hindi rin siya pwedeng bula. So, based doon sa ating objectives or sa findings, gawa tayo ng suggestions. So, in this case, meron siyang homeschooling manual, contextualized for parents, parents guide on self-learning module, livelihood entrepreneurial register, kasi may component siya na meron sila difficulty in economics, no, doon sa category. Then meron siyang training on re-strategizing remote parent-teacher collaboration. Yan. So dapat practical and tangible suggestions, no. Yan, example. References, we're using an APA. I'm not sure anong format yung gamit nila dito. But make sure lang, nanonotice ko sa references, no? Ah, may mga underline, tapos color blue. Hindi po ganun, no? Tanggalin natin yung mga underline sa references and gawin natin black font yan, no? Ganun ang references. Yan. Nakikita nyo lang medyo disarray siya kasi I'm recording via cellphone, no? So, iba naman kasi pag nasa laptop or computer yung ano niyan, medyo maayos ang itsura. Okay, sa formatting pala, if you would notice yung references natin naka-highlight, no? Hindi po siya naka-capitalize. So, ganun ka-formal and ganun ka formatted yung style natin sa Imrad, no? Para malinis siya tingnan. Yan. Yung sa suggestions or recommendation, naka-italicize. Hindi po siya naka-highlight, ha? Suggestions, naka-highlight. Conclusion, naka-highlight. What I mean is yung font na siya at saka yung color, no? So, ang questions, hindi po naka-highlight, ha? Italicize lang po siya. Ganun po yung ano natin. Ganun tayo ka-stricto sa format. Lalo na if you submit this for international journal. And also our table, guys, wala po siyang vertical na lines, no? Only horizontal lines. Professional yung dating. Ganun kasi gusto nila sa journal. O yan. Yan, medyo disarray lang yung, yung numbers. Pero pag sa laptop yan, arrange naman yan. Horizontal lines lang po ang gamit natin. Hindi po tayo gagamit ng vertical lines. Yan. Malinis tingnan. Okay, that ends my discussion on how to use the figures and the numerical resources in the Excel files I sent to you for Cronbach's alpha, mean and standard deviation, and significant differences, no? Yan. I'm recording this so that other students can extract this recording anytime need clarifications. Okay. Thank you and good luck to your requirements. I hope everything is clear.